But then, in that aspect, the realistic of this whole issue is, if the politicians really have us in mind, then there are a lot of things that should be put in place.
That's true, indeed.
A lot of things that should be put in place. Like tax saves still get tariff.
So high.
So high. Tax still get tariff.
Oh.
You are paying your tax, you are still paying
Tariff.
levy to pay tax.
No be juju be that.
No be juju be that one. No be juju be that one.
MTN Momo thing they come bring where they call add e-levy.
E-levy.
On top of them.
Oh. So you are paying. So you are already paying charges and you are still paying e-levy. So you are. It's like taxing a tax.
Yes.
A tax,
Double taxing.
Double taxing for two corner. So these are issues that is going on in Africa and affecting the youth in Africa. And with our politicians, I feel that our politicians are really, really doing well in one aspect, because Africa is not what it used to be in the 90s.
No,
Africa is not what it used to be in the early 20s.
Yeah.
The 2000, the millennium. I mean, things were a bit difficult then, coming out from the military regime and into democrats and all that.
Kind of advancing bit by bit.
We are advancing. Yeah, I think now we've got technologies. Now you see a 16 years old kid having a phone.
Yep.
An iPhone, possibly bought by their parents. Let's just more talk about the genuine part of it. The genuine part of it now, Papa buying for him. So which is advancing. There were times whereby you see a kid with a phone, you want to snatch it and run away. Yeah. But right now, you see a kid with a phone, it's kind of becoming normal. You don't have that mentality of, I bet, who they look me, make a snatch and run away. It's becoming normal. You meet a kid in an eatery. Back then, you ask them, who gave you money? Why are you in an eatery? But now, it's kind of normal. So we are advancing.
Spend passive.
The Pekin said they spend passive. You understand? So it's coming normal. But then, politics in Africa, I still think there are a lot of things that our politicians can still put in place that will benefit the youth. What do you, in that aspect, what do you...
Yeah. Indeed, our politicians have a lot they could do to help the members of their country. Yeah. Provision of jobs is one thing I always stress on. Because looking at the citizens, when I was in school, I thought right after school you're going to have a job. But got to a time I got to see that no, millions of people are out there with degree, yet they don't have jobs. And what is the government doing about this? What are the politicians doing about this? At least the few, whenever you come in power, you should provide something for the youth.
Yeah.
Indeed, the most countries in Africa have the resources. Okay. So even if you've given those resources to the white people to come and refine that for us, let your citizens be those working for those white people.
Yeah.
And let only the white people manage the place, that's all. So that in the long run, your citizens will be paid and they will have something to take home.
But I think they are trying in that aspect, because most of the roads right now that are being built, let's use Ghana for example. Okay. Most of the roads that are being built now in Ghana, constructed in Ghana, we all drive through, and we see the white man, supervising the constructions, and most of the laborers are Africans.
With that, I would really congratulate them. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful.
In that aspect, in that aspect.
But you see, in the sense that, how long can you keep doing this? For a white man to come and supervise you, it's fine, but make sure, as the white man is supervising, you are preparing someone to be in the place of the white man tomorrow.
I understand what you're saying, but then, okay, I understand what you're saying, but then it's not the way it is. It's not as easy as you say it is, because, we're talking about road construction. We talk about road constructions, and most of the roads in Africa right now are being built on loan. And you come to my country, you ask for a loan to build a particular road that is an extended road. Of course, I have right to tell you, okay, I would like to supervise that contract myself to be sure that this loan you're taking from me, someone from my own, territory, is supervising, to be sure that the money I'm giving to you is actually being spent for what you say you're spending it on. Because Africans, we need to start the whole issue from ourselves. Let's leave our politicians alone. What are we doing as Africans? Every time we talk about politicians not putting things in place, politicians go for a loan and they come, they lie to us, they took 10 million and they can't pay back, they put a debt on the citizens. What are we doing for ourselves? How are we also helping as a citizen of the country too as well? Because in that aspect, you spoke about an African man, a president, working towards putting a black man to supervise that, same contract or whatever in a few years. Guy, more will leave that talk. More will leave that talk. If you are given the opportunity to rule a country, okay, make I forget you. If me, I'm given an opportunity to rule a country for 3 days, froze.
Tell me, my brother.
Froze.
I'm not going to tell anybody.
You don't tell anybody. I'll put things in place.
Yeah, you put things in place.
I'll put things in place.
Let me know how.
I'll make sure that those that are supervising things in the aspect of money, revenue, I'll make sure they are those that are loyal to me. And when we talk about loyalty, we talk about those that favors you. That's what loyalty is all about. Those that favors you.
But those that favors you can favor you in a negative manner.
If
you have a negative mind.
That's loyalty. I no go put person wey go favor me in a negative manner.
So if you are a bad person, those that will be loyal to you will also be bad.
I'm a president. I'm not a bad person. Presidents are not bad.
Please, how can you tell me this?
Presidents are not bad because you're talking about citizens. Okay, let's just Ghana for example, a small country with about 30 million. Let's just round up to 30 million. 30 million people voted for you, because no matter how many votes you got, as long as you are a president, the whole 30 million voted for you. Majority. So they voted for you. Against one man who is the president. Okay. Come on, I'm loved. I'm a good guy.
That doesn't mean
I'm a good guy. That doesn't mean I'm a good guy.
Good people also lie.
Good people don't lie.
People lie.
Good people make mistakes.
They lie.
They make mistakes.
They lie.
And they lie when lie is necessary to lie. Believe me, because as a president, I can't go to China right now to urge for a loan, and then I see the policies, the contracts that is being given to me to read and sign before that loan is given to me. As a father of a nation, I know that this policy they are tendering to me, it's a bit chaotic to my people. But we need to pass through this stage to get to that stage of liberty, whereby tomorrow we can look back and go like, we don't need a Western world anymore. But right now, we need them. Let's be truthful to us. I'm a youth. I need a job. I'm a graduate. And I'm still in school. I'm still gathering degrees. Why am I gathering degrees? I'm gathering degrees because I don't even know which one would help me. Future. So I'm just gathering all of them. Right now, you realize that it's not even what you go to school to read, is what you are even earning from in today's youth. True. And with our politicians out there, if we want to go against our politicians, we'll be making a huge mistake, because our politicians, in a security aspect, they are trying. They are trying. Let's just applaud them in that. They are trying. Yes. Africa is not what it used to be 10 years ago, where people snatch your phone, like I said earlier on the show. People snatch your phone and anybody can just break your glass, you park your car. But now, those things are going down due to technology. Yeah. So now, what are we saying? Our politicians are building a room for us to breathe. Now, you've got a room to breathe. And then you say you're a science student or a political science student or an engineer. You've gone to university, possibly, let's talk about University of Oxford, and then you're back home now because you want to reside back home. Don't expect this continent to pay you what you think you are worth in this. We are not there yet.
Okay, it's not about the payment. Sometimes it's just about the job being there.
The jobs won't be there because Africa in a whole is still growing. Let's just be truthful to ourselves. Africa is still growing because now I've created a job. The only thing that baffles me about politicians is when they go like, I've created 5,000 jobs. And I'll go like, wait, 5,000 jobs. 1, 2, 3, 5,000. I beg, where the jobs they?
Where them they?
Where them they? That's
most of the things they say, they can't give account to them. Sometimes, some of them, the sum of money they claim to use on a project, maybe sometimes hospitals, schools, provision of jobs, factories, and co. Later, at the end of the tenure, they cannot give account of them. That's my problem.
Yeah, that which is very true.
And it's very bad as well.
And it's very bad as well. Which talks about corruption. Because recently,
that thing you want can talk.
Corruption.
You know, that woman you want to talk now.
No. One happened in Nigeria. the House of Speaker in the parliamentary whatever they are doing.
I never hear of this one.
No, be social media we did. It did online. So in one of the videos that circulated online, House of Speaker in Nigeria mistakenly said that everybody should check. Everybody, all the senators, we have been credited. Everybody check your account.
How can you mistakenly say this?
For the weekend.
For the weekend.
And Nigeria is does not even have oil as we're talking right now.
Okay.
Your people do not have what it takes to drive their car to work as talking right now. Subsidy is against the country as we talk right now. And you say you are the fathers of the nations and you guys are being credited while your children
are suffering.
They never shop. And you men, not even you guys, talking about guys is like an understatement. And you men are being credited just for the weekend. And talking about creditation for weekends, for those people, talking about...
Not be small money.
Talking about some cash.
Not be small money.
So these are the things, these are the issues I find with politicians that they mistakenly themselves open their own yash for us.